Welcome back. Today we are doing another spoiler-free review. This time I am talking about The Ghostwriter by Julie Clark. As I said, this will be a completely spoiler-free review. But if you've already read the book, I will have, depending on when you're watching this, either a spoiler discussion coming out soon or already out on my channel. But for now, let's get into the review. This book is about Olivia, who is a down on her luck ghostwriter. She is having trouble getting work at the moment, so she is then hired by her estranged father, Vincent, to write his memoir. And Vincent is a famous horror novelist who is actually, or thought of, or was accused of killing his own siblings when they were younger, in their teenage years. So obviously that's pretty dark. And this book, it goes between the past, around the time when Vincent's siblings were killed, as well as Olivia's present day viewpoint as she tries to help write the memoir. And so that premise to me right away was super interesting. Because it's like right away you're wondering, well, did he do it? Right? Did he actually, or have something to do with the murder of his own siblings? So that was a draw-in for me right away. But it's not only Olivia. Like I said, we go into the past as well, from Vincent's viewpoint, and we learn about more characters from the past, including Olivia's mother and Poppy and Danny, Vincent's siblings, and others. And you grew attached to those people as well, or at least I did, even though ultimately you at least knew some of their fates, already at the beginning of the book. But the journey to get there was still interesting. Where the book falters for me, really, the climax and the ending for me went off the rails. There were so many threads and, like I said earlier, things that were kind of being weaved into place that all of a sudden by the end, it required a lot of just suspension of disbelief and coincidences and things that made even the ending, I felt, made the rest of the book in its pretty much entirety just make so much less sense. And obviously I don't want to say why, but just from my point of view, the ending just became so murky, and maybe murky is not the right word, because it's not the ending isn't really vague. And if you've watched any of my other reviews, a bad ending, in my opinion, is tough for me. Because, for a lot of this book, I was, very invested, very into it. And then the climax just kind of soured that for me. Cheapened everything else. So, a mixed bag for me. With that said, I'm going to give this book a 5.5 out of 10. You'll see my rating scale. I don't know, one of the sides of me up there. So, I do still think it was an above average book because so much of it was good. It wasn't like half of it was good for me. It was the vast majority of it was good. I just thought I would have done the ending differently. But let me know if you've read this book. Let me know your thoughts on it. If you kind of agree with me, spoiler free in the comments, please. Or if you haven't read the book, give it a read and let me know what you think. And if you're interested in hearing more about, some of the spoilers and why I've said some things in this review that I have, keep an eye out for my video on the spoiler discussion if it's not out already. But if you've made it this far, I appreciate it, and I would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon.